that.
Wait, your intro?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Comparison Cooking. We are super excited.
It's not comparison cooking, but
Oh
we
my
should
God.
keep it. We should keep it because we're talking about comparison cooking today. So
I got so pumped up.
I know,
I got
but it
so
is the
pumped
Clarity
up.
Solutions podcast.
We're recording for Comparison Cooking in like an hour.
That's
so.
okay. And this
Boom.
episode is brought to you by Comparison Cooking. What is Comparison Cooking, Kevin?
Comparison Cooking is my YouTube channel. I'm an amateur cook. I'm a backyard cook. I'm by no means a chef, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, yeah, but
Okay, well, thank you.
That's-
I'll take compliments all day long.
it's anybody who's ever tried Kevin's cooking.
Thank you, thank you. And
Comes back.
please go check out my channel. Subscribe. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers, and then I will be able to monetize. Which
You are called a backyard grill? What is that?
backyard barbecue.
Yes, so it's not intimidating. So if you just want some inspiration for
Yeah, we're having
your cooks and just to get some extra flavors in there. So
it's gonna be
talk
so
about monetizing. I cut you off.
That's all right. So there's two metrics on YouTube to get monetized. One is to have 4,000 hours of watch time, and I broke through that ceiling, and I already got there, which is unusual because most people get the subscribers first, and then they get the hours watched. With my channel, I do a lot of comparisons, so it's answering people's questions. They want to know, should you put salt and pepper? Should you do this? Should you do that? And I think that has caused a lot of Google searches because I'm thinking and creating videos that people are should I do it this way? I'm so nervous. Maybe I should do it this way. Maybe I should do it another way. And I think that's why I've gotten all the hours in already. So, and here's one of our stars of comparison cooking. You gotta go the other side. Get over here. And this is Parker. She's one of our great taste testers.
Happy Easter.
Happy
And we
Easter.
are recording this on Easter. Probably won't come out for a couple days, but we're gonna keep recording. So we need you to go do your own thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, today's episode of the Flaherty Solutions podcast. Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
We wear
Cheers.
many hats in this family.
I've got my Easter pink drink, but actually I drink this all the time.
I was gonna say it's not festive. It's just
It's
a day that ends in Y.
vodka and Crystal Light. It's my jam.
Yeah.
With water. Just a splash of
Yeah.
water. I'm
Yeah.
trying to be healthy. Come on, people. All right, so we want your input on this episode because we've been debating what life is going to go back to, what's going to be the new norm, what's not, and we want to hear from you guys. You guys have been awesome with the comments. I can think of a handful of people right away. Chris Staub,
Ashley Kidwell.
Ashley Kidwell, Kathy Higginbotham.
Violetta Aguirre. I tried to roll the R. Aguirre.
Yep. You guys have had Brandy. Let's not forget
Brandy
Brandy.
Biswell.
I want to know what's going on in the middle of the country and what you guys
Hillary
expect.
Maffini.
Hillary. So we want to hear from you. Shoot us a message. Shoot us a video message. Whatever you want to do. Tell us what you think about this topic we're going to talk about right now. And what is that topic?
So the first part of that is, what is life going to be like after this is all over? When this is all over? Is this even all over? I don't know. But the topic for today is, because we try to keep it positive and we bring the joy, what don't we miss?
What don't we miss?
What don't you miss about
And that's
normal life?
then that's really what we want to hear from you guys.
Yes.
What
Okay.
don't you miss?
Okay, so we're sticking with the theme.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. What I don't miss is the busyness.
Yeah. Hey, Parker, can you keep it down? Thank you.
The busy schedule, like having to look at your schedule 20 times a day because it's filled, and you're like, should
What
I be
am I
here?
late for?
Oh my
What
God,
am I-
did I
yeah.
miss something?
What time do I have to get the kids off the bus? Which yeah.
That's my number one. What do you got?
Same. But I think of it in a different way. It's the rush. It's
Yes.
the rushing. So you know how annoying like the morning is. Like no matter how early one's children get up, it seems like that 5 minutes before you have to leave for the bus is just fuel for a fight.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And with that, I think you'll appreciate this. I don't miss making lunches.
Oh my
hate
God.
making lunches. Right?
Lunches.
And they take like 5 seconds because as we've bragged about before, our kids eat Lunchables.
Yeah.
Our oldest doesn't bring anything for lunch, and that's a whole other story. But Parker is a Lunchables kid, and it takes 5 seconds to
It
put her
just
lunch together.
irks me. Like, "Argh."
And in our family, who does bedtime, does not make lunches. So if you're
Yeah.
doing bedtime, it's sweet and awful all at the same time
Yeah.
on one hand, but
We
then
might
you're
want to
not.
switch that up. If they ever go back to school, it might be
Tonight's your hell night.
tonight's
where
your
you
crappy night.
where you do bedtime and lunch.
Yeah.
I'm fine for that.
Okay.
I'm totally fine with that. But right, I don't miss making lunches. I don't miss that rushing time in the morning. I'm surprised I don't miss early mornings.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping really well, and I like that I've been able to stay up with you and like just hang out a little bit
Yeah.
at night rather than like I'm tired because I'm normally a 5 o'clock riser just because 5 is the time that I can get up and have time to myself before everyone else gets up. But I've taken this slow down, this pause in the world as a time for me to slow down as well. I've loved it. I've actually loved more than I haven't. Like I've loved more about it than I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
It's mildly annoying, but I like a lot of things. So busyness and the busyness of everybody else too. When you ask people, how are you before this all happened? How are you? Everyone had the same answer. Oh, good, just busy.
Yep.
Everybody was, oh, good, busy.
Yeah.
Too busy.
And when we go back to the new normal, are we going to call people out? Well, number one, do you think we will go back to rushing to busy schedules
We as a family or we as a society?
as a society?
I do.
I think it's going to happen so quick. Like, oh my God, lacrosse season, we're going to sneak in 4
Yeah,
weeks.
right.
All right, we're going to do 2 practices a week, and we're going to go crazy with that. I see that happening.
And people are going to go back to the same norm with, oh, good, we're just so busy. We're just making up for what didn't happen. It'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, Corona canceled everything.
Yeah.
So now we're, make up this and make up that. And oh, the business that didn't come in is coming in now. Like, it's
Yeah.
going to be a good busy for the economy.
Mm-hmm.
So here's another thing I don't miss is small talk.
Okay.
Because think about how small talk has been completely reduced.
Small talk's my game. Like, are you getting sick of me, and should I be concerned?
No, you're different. No, when you see people on the street,
Yes, yeah, I know.
no one feels compelled to small talk anymore
Yeah.
because and with that, so when you see people on the street, it's kind of like, hey, how you hanging in there? Like, and that's becoming cliche too.
Yeah.
How you doing? Oh, just rolling with it. Or some people are like, this is awesome, like me.
So you cough at people, the ones you don't want to talk to.
I know.
Somebody walked up to me and I was like, here we go again. I was like,
I love that.
the Rona's got me.
But you see people on the street, it's like a polite wave, and then they just keep on walking, which I wish people would do in normal life.
Yeah.
But instead, in normal life, everyone sort of like walks up. It's like this awkward, like, are we hugging? Are we shaking hands? Are we, how long are we going to be here? Are we going to talk about the weather? Are we going to talk about the kids? Are we going to talk about what are we going to talk about? And when's it appropriate to leave? And now people just say what's important and they keep moving. So
Yeah.
I don't miss formalities, small talk,
Yeah.
hanging out too long. Like, I just don't. I don't miss meetings that could have been phone calls.
I agree with all that.
Now it's like, oh, sorry.
I know what you're talking about, and I also know what you're thinking. Is Parker ever going to get out of the pantry?
I know. She's losing her chocolate bunny big time. Is that good?
Losing my mind.
I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, and it's humor like that why we keep her.
But this is, part of the new normal. Having,
Kids
your
around where we would have insisted on complete quiet. It's like everyone's got their kids in tow all the time.
We're watching her pour orange juice in horror right now.
And this is the only bad part about the quarantine is like
That's another
it's
part.
just overload. It's family overload. You know what I mean? That's not true. We've got
Here.
family overload. We've got people who are sick. We've got people who are exposed to the virus. We have the crashing economy. Besides that, there's a lot of good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've said this on a previous podcast, but I really hope this children's generation, this generation of children comes out less entitled.
Yes.
Because they're not being toted to Walmart, Target, birthday parties, endless entertainment, amusement parks. Like, they're not being toted everywhere. They have what they have here.
And that's it.
And outside, like, how many different trails have we
Discovered.
gone down just because it's like
We
this
didn't.
is
Our
this is it.
neighborhood has 7 trails, and we didn't even know about it until
Yeah.
Rona came up.
Yeah. Right. So, because that's our adventure every day. We went for a drive, which I called a Sunday drive, which it was Saturday, and we went on a Sunday drive on a Saturday because that was a new adventure, and it was really kind of cold, and I know. she
And
drive me crazy.
the
It
kids.
was freezing.
It was freezing. The kids got right into normal car mode where they
That's enough part.
wanted to beat each other up. So that was fantastic. All right, I want to know when we go back if people start responding, "Oh, we're good. I'm so busy," and they say,
Are we
like,
gonna call them out?
Yeah. Like, why are you so busy?
Yeah.
Like, what's the proper protocol? And this is what I want your feedback on also. What should we like really get on these people? Like, I don't want to call them stupid.
You do want to, but
Well, I
you
want
won't.
to, but you know,
Like, just so busy. Like,
maybe we should say it like that when they say it. Like, oh my God, we're so busy too. Crazy.
and imagine a month ago we were talking about how bored we were. I don't know. You're really good at the snark, at like bringing the snark.
Yes. Hey, if you're gonna excel at something,
Like,
it might as
you're
well be
good at
snarky.
the snark, and we've talked about it. I'm just good at like either baseball bat or nothing.
You did the best backhanded like statement I've ever seen you do the other day, and that was just beautiful. And it was so cruel, and the person didn't even
Are you
know.
gay?
Don't know where that came from. But we do have our own, live studio audience today.
Yes, we do.
That's gonna be. We're making that the intro.
It's not even half done.
All right.
We're almost done.
But no, let me rein it in because I've been distracted this whole time. You've been distracted this whole time. We don't miss the busy. We don't miss the rush. We don't miss things like packing lunches, rushing to sports practice. I don't miss kid birthday parties one iota.
No. So, how are we, not society, but you and I, going to fend off the urge to fill up the calendar? Because, we get lacrosse practice back.
Yeah.
We probably won't have them, but I'm just speaking
Yeah.
hypotheticals. All right, that's Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever it is. And then Thursday night's racquetball. Well, we just got invited to 3 birthday parties on Saturday. Do we start saying no to things? Do we start saying no to coaches? Like, hey, that's too much practice. Or are we stuck back into...
Well, you know me that I only say yes to things if I think it's going to, I only say yes to social gatherings if I think it's going to drive me less crazy than saying no. So if
Yeah.
it's like a choice between I'm home with the kids and I'm irritated by the kids and that's going to drive me crazy, then it's a yes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's the only reason I say yes to anything. Sorry, but we've just said it. I don't like parties. I don't like socializing.
And I do.
I know. So,
But I do less and less. It depends who's cooking. Honestly, they put the temperature gun up. They put the temperature gun up to my head to read my temperature, and all it said was fat. So I'm ready to eat anytime.
yeah, and actually, on that note, we're sort of going off on a tangent, but Kevin will actually quiz people who are hosting things. If they're like, we're having a burgers and fries party, he'll be like, how you cooking the burgers?
In a very subtle way. Okay, maybe not so subtle.
No, you will make sure that who's hosting knows what they're doing.
Yes, I will.
You will.
Why deny it? Yes, I will.
Or you won't go. So you're sort of you and I are both don't act like you're all Mr. Happy Social.
I'm a food snob.
You are. And so
We have one friend, he's like, well, I was like, I don't care. You everything cooks is perfect.
yes, it is.
And then,
It's a restaurant.
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, tangent. But so that
it's
means
interesting.
if I've been to your house, you're a good cook. So congratulations.
I don't know if that's what that means. Let's not give everybody credit for being a good cook because you don't know until you try it.
Well, or they get very good catered food.
Well, we're not telling people that they're not.
You're not in this, remember? We asked you to be quiet.
But you are
during
right.
it.
You are right. We're not going to tell people they're not good cooks. we're gonna smile and yeah.
So what is your recommendation? What are we going to do?
We're gonna fill the schedule back up and return to normal, crazy run.
Well, So if we're home with the kids through the end of the school year, which looks like it's going to happen, I hope that I don't then rush to fill up the summer with summer camps, because it's kind of like I'm used to them being here. So then why would I spend $250 a week per
Because
kid?
you made me promise at the end of last summer
No, you're
to
right.
never ever let you stay home with the kids again in the summertime.
Right, but we're in, like, and I'm with you. I'm not going back on that.
I think since you'll have options, if you don't choose the option of sending them off to summer camp,
I'll be just
you're
as
going
miserable.
to regret that week. That'll be the week the kids drive us a little crazy, but not as crazy, because it's like, what can we do? Like, we're here,
Right.
we're together.
Everybody's
like,
in the same boat.
it's not like, oh, I didn't make enough money to send them off to summer camp. That, it's
Well-
you're not allowed to leave your house.
Well, and it's also not like everybody, they're not missing out on anything. Oh, it's gonna be so bad afterward.
She
doesn't even know.
lost TV for 24 hours like 30 minutes ago.
And then Kevin's like, "Want a podcast?" I'm
And
like,
she's trying to push for 48. It's like
well,
the scene.
actually, what's going now is the rest of the stuff. Like, she doesn't get computers, she doesn't get iPad, because she didn't listen to us.
So it's like the Breakfast Club where he's like, "You want another?" She's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
bring me another."
She's up to 10 Saturdays at this point.
You get the bull. Yes, for the bull. You get the horns.
We thought Hannah was challenging, and then Parker was born and was like, "Hold my beer."
We love that though. Both our girls, they'll be able to hold their
I'm
own.
not beer. I'm not drunk.
All right, let's.
Can you think of anything else, either what we're gonna do to not fill up the schedule?
I can't think of it right now.
Okay, I'll tell you. Oh, I thought of other things I don't miss. As far as getting ready, I don't miss clothes with buttons. I don't miss straightening my hair. Even if I might like how it looks better, I don't miss straightening my hair.
I miss the barbers being open and
Oh,
the
yeah.
hairstylist. Aaron's gonna cut my hair next week, people. We might do it live
This
stream.
is why, because Kevin ordered clippers, and so this is a funny story. So Kevin ordered clippers finally, because he's been asking around to see if like any neighbors have them. We would sanitize them, of course. Don't worry.
Not really.
I just don't want angry messages. So finally, Kevin bit the bullet and ordered clippers. And I cut my ex-husband's hair back when we were in our 20s and didn't have money to go for normal haircuts. And I know what I did to Justin's hair. I'm so sorry. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, yeah, those were the days. You're like, we're living off love. It's okay. We don't need money. So I know what I did to that poor man's hair. And Kevin says to me this morning, "Aaron, you changed a toilet with that, like with a YouTube video. You knew nothing about plumbing, and you won't cut my hair." And I'm like, I know what I did to him. And also, you broadcast on Comparison Cooking and the Flirty Solutions podcast, and I don't want to be the laughing stock of the internet.
No,
I mean, we did a whole episode on why you shouldn't
I
know what
don't-
people think, but
we're gonna go with the mohawk first, and then I want to. If I don't like the mohawk, then we're gonna just go to like a straight number 3 all around, and I'll just be shorter, but it will all be the same.
But I like your hair.
I like.
I like your
Thank
bushy
you.
hair too. I will do it if that's what you're gonna do.
Whoa.
I tell you, well, this is not what you don't miss, but you like my quarantine curves.
Woo! Hello.
Everybody's gained some quarantine weight.
Not me.
Oh, that's right. Most people have. You like the weight I put on.
If you drink your calories, they don't exist. Joking.
So I run in the morning. Well, I run like
Parker runs in the
30
morning.
minutes ago, and then I eat a bunch of stuff.
That's a good
I
strategy.
shove my food in my.
But I don't miss the stuff you have to do to keep up with. Are we okay?
Yeah, we're good.
I don't miss the primping that you have to do. I don't miss wearing clothes that I have to, I don't miss filling up my tank oh my God, my tank got filled up, I saw, for like $24.
Oh, I didn't see what it was.
It was like $24. Was it
Well,
99
I
cents?
used the Safeway code too.
Okay,
we
still
redeemed.
though.
I
But,
think it was like $1.90. Then once we put the Safeway code, it went down to like $1.11.
okay. But still, I
I
don't miss $65
Fuel
gas.
tank, yeah.
I mean, you're doing that once a week
Yeah.
under
Yeah.
normal times.
Now I filled up once in the past 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was already on a quarter before all this happened. So it was already low.
I don't miss just running to the store because like, oh, I forgot one jalapeno and I'm gonna run back. I like being resourceful
That is pretty cool.
with what's in our pantry, what's in our fridge, and being like, well, we're gonna make do with what's here. And we haven't had a bad meal
Yeah.
since we started doing that.
We just made Gordon Ramsay's ultimate steak sandwich. You need to try that. Just Google that or YouTube it. Gordon Ramsay's ultimate steak sandwich.
Have you ever podcasted or have you ever?
Yeah, we did a video on it. You can check out my video too. It actually, when you type that in, sometimes my video pops up above Gordon.
So I don't know if we said this already. Where's the best way for them to see? So comparison cooking on YouTube,
Yep,
right?
and we'll leave a link in Facebook and everywhere. You'll be able to find us. But subscribe, like,
Mom,
share with
can
your
I go
friends.
outside after this?
But we're gonna keep this nice and light, and we'd love to hear from you. We're not gonna. I mean, I will say I miss businesses feeling like they're doing well.
Yeah.
I
think we're gonna spring back. I think
We
we're gonna
will.
spring back so fast, and people are gonna be like, "Wow!"
Yes, the economy is gonna be
And
re-stimulated.
I also have a feeling like the small businesses, it's gonna suck for restaurants. But I do think like the Home Depots, all those companies, they're gonna report earnings and they're gonna be like, "It wasn't that bad for us." Like,
because everyone's figuring out what they can do on their own.
yeah, there's so many people are doing it, do it your DIY projects and just doing stuff. And
There is going to be catch up though, because there's all
Yeah.
this stuff. Everyone's looking at their houses being like, that needs to be painted, and they're not trying to bring someone in. So
Yeah.
they're going to make up for
But
what
when we
was lost.
did our drive on Saturday, or Sunday drive on Saturday, we saw construction workers building a house, doing a remodel. People, I think there's going to be a lot of people outside of service industry that are like, yeah, I actually got paid overtime a lot. The one thing I won't miss is waking up early to drive an hour to Cambridge. Because now I wake up and get my news on, get my day going, and
Right.
then all of a sudden it's 2 o'clock. So we're closer to 5 o'clock happy hour already. It's amazing. It is
We
beautiful.
really are like, what time is it? Like, we have no idea. But what I will say, what sums up this entire time is what is important comes out in all facets. What is important in your business comes out. So what is so important that it needs to be done right now from your house? Like, what doesn't require an office? What doesn't require FaceTime? Like, what is important is rising to the top.
Yeah.
In business, at home, what's important is maintaining in food. You know what I mean? What
Yeah.
do we actually need? We don't need that jalapeno. We just
Oh,
need,
I got that jalapeno.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the back to like, you're not
Yeah.
gonna run back out to the store for
No,
one thing anymore. So what's important keeps surfacing.
Green,
So
green
that's
onions.
what.
Green onions are
So
important.
so if this is my rah moment, take a minute, write in a journal what you love about this time and what you want to retain.
Yeah, it's
Because
beautiful.
when it goes back to normal and you're like, why am I so busy again?
Reflect
what
on
are
your
you
journal.
going to wish you still had more of? Time with your own thoughts, time with your children, time in the kitchen. Yeah. She's really tested us, especially right now. We're like that guy.
You
that
wish
was
you
on-
grabbed a drink for this.
She was prepping me. She's making sure it's
You're primed.
3:15.
You're primed.
But I was like that dude that like mangled his kid's face when she came in the room and the nanny was like, or no, it was the wife. Everyone thought she was the nanny.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The guy that was on the world broadcast and
Oh,
his
yeah,
kid
yeah,
came
yeah,
in,
yeah.
everyone thought she was the nanny because
It
he
was
was
just-
white and she was Asian,
yeah.
but she was actually his wife.
God, how dare
I
they?
know. So the kid came in and he was like, and they did like a thing about what women would have
Yeah,
done,
yeah.
and not that all men would have done that, but women would be like breastfeeding while on the, you know, it's going here.
Let's make that happen, people.
We've enjoyed podcasting with you. I'm sure Parker did too, even though she's decided to move out.
Yeah, thanks for bearing with us.
And I mean, whose life isn't this right now?
I
Unless
know.
you're past this season or not in this season yet. And we said this to neighbors the other day from 10 feet away, that having kids at home is very hard during this season, but it also makes the days meaningful and have purpose. So, you know, we feel like in some ways it would be harder to be in the grandparent phase right now and be
Yeah.
kid free, because really raising your kids right now just gives the day purpose and helps them move on.
Yeah.
More purpose. So
That's it.
check
We
out
love it.
Comparison Cooking. We will see you next week.
All right, thank you, everybody. If I can turn this off.